G'day Seagulls fans, and welcome to another edition of our team selection videos brought to you by Billy's Cakes. Chris Dixon, football manager of the Williamstown Football Club, has been good enough to join us once again. It's the last round of the home and away season. We talk about it every year, I guess, but can you believe how quickly this year's gone?
Especially this year, I think it's come along very quick. So we've had a fair bit on with the 150th year, the Hall of Fame function. I think the Foxtel Cup has sort of meant the year's probably gone a bit quicker as well. So that's sort of given a bit of a focus throughout the middle of the year. But yeah, no, it's really come around very quickly. So but looking forward to it at the same time. So obviously our last game this week, and then yeah, hopefully a few finals to come after that.
Now last week it was a hard-fought win over North Ballarat, Upper Ballarat. That must have been good preparation before finals.
We sort of recognised it, as I think I said last week, as our first game against a top outside in a long time. So it was good for us to really step up to that level. North Ballarat, to their credit, gave us a really good game, and we were pretty disappointed in the way we played. We had probably one good quarter in the third quarter, but I think across the game they were probably down on a lot of our normal, I guess, KPIs, and probably individually we had a lot of players below their usual output. So having said that, to come away with a win, extremely pleasing, and it's a tough place to win games up there. They'd won their last 7 in a row up there, so for us to come away with the points, obviously every win's really critical this time of year, so good to get the points, but certainly we've a lot to work on, and yeah, a lot of things that we've been trying to work on during the week going forward in the finals.
Now playing another top 8 side this week in Sandringham, who have had a great late season form, winning their last 3 games to clinch a finals berth. Who are some of the key guys to look out for from those guys?
Yeah, they've done really well. So their win last week was a tremendous effort. So it's sort of for them to win out of Werribee. I know sort of Werribee got hold of them earlier in the year, but a really massive game for them. Both teams were obviously trying to cement a final spot. Sandringham got the news during the morning that obviously Geelong had lost to Collingwood, so they knew had they won they would cement a spot, and they really played with a lot of spirit, and you could just tell it really meant something to them. So they've had a lot of key performers last week. Minchinton, Murdoch, Cocky obviously inside. Dennis Lane bobbed up, kicked lots of goals. So yeah, they've got a lot of players who are in really good form. So, and obviously playing on their home ground, it's a massive advantage for them. So it's a tough place to go, Sandringham. I remember that we lost there last year. So we're going to have another really good challenge. They're obviously playing with a lot of spirit and a lot of enthusiasm at the moment, and yeah, secured finals now, and they're obviously still playing for a home final as well. So another good challenge for us, another great game for us leading into finals to really fine-tune and have another really good hit out.
Now, moving along to team selection news, it'll be good to see our number 1 and number 5 running around there on the weekend.
Yeah, no, so obviously Ed's played a couple of games at development level, but we thought it was a really good chance to bring him in this week. So he'll come in and play seniors, and as you mentioned, number 5, Cam Lockwood, coming back in the mix as well. So we still haven't worked out whether we'll play Cam up at the seniors or whether we'll give him a run at development level, but coming off his foot injury. So either way, it'd just be good to get a game of footy into Cam and let him run around, because obviously it's a really important piece of the puzzle for us leading to finals, and so hopefully we can get him up to speed really quickly, and looking forward to him having an impact over the last few weeks of the year.
And we've got another debut this week in Jack Walker. Can you tell us a little bit about what sort of player he is?
Jack's a great story. So Jack's the second year on our list. So last year he had a lot of problems with OP, so he missed the most part of the year, and actually came in and played really well, played in that development premiership side. But Jack's come from us from the Western Jets, sort of small defender, can sort of run through the midfield as well, but just a kid who's just done everything right, even all the way through his injuries last year. He was just that meticulous with his rehab. He probably didn't play a game of footy in over probably about close to 12, 15 months, but his commitment to come down and train, do all the right things, and the way he actually got back on the field last year was sensational. So there's a lot of people who just wrap for Jack to get the game. His form and development level has been really good. We know we can trust on him to come in and do a job. So fantastic story for him to come in and play senior football, and I'm sure he's looking forward to the challenge, and I'm sure he'll have a really good impact on the game as well.
Now, obviously, the name side is still in squad form, but if Walker and Damien Bajaya end up playing, that'll make 42 Seagulls who have played senior footy this year. That's a great testament to the depth the club has.
Yeah, so probably when you say 42, it's a pretty high number, considering we've probably only got about 63 on that list or so. So great that we've had that many guys come in. A lot of guys obviously come in and got their opportunity, and we've been able to sort of give a few more opportunities around with the rotation sort of through with a few Foxtel Cup games as well. So fantastic. As you mentioned, Damien Bajara as well, probably similar to Jack, another one who's had his fair share of injury problems. So he's come back. He was really good last week at development level, and if he gets his chance this week, another great story, because probably on talent alone, he's in easily probably the top 10, 15 players in the club. He just hasn't had that bit of luck yet. So hopefully he gets his chance. If he does, I'm sure he'll do pretty well as well.
Well, let's take a look at the side to face Sandringham this Saturday.
From the back line, so our 23rd player, Jack Walker, David Fay and Nick Singh. Half-back, Lee Masters, Brad Mangan, Jack Johnston. Through the middle, Adam Markon, Ben Jolly, Ben Davies. Half-forward, Mitch Banner, Scott Plouston, Jake Owen. Up forward, Willie Wheeler, Ryan Ferguson, Sean Hetherington. In the ruck, Sean Tye, Ed Carr and Kane Lambert. And on the interchange, Anton Woods, Ben Bessay, Jake McKenzie, Sam Critchley, Anthony Anastasio, Dylan Conway, Damien Bajaya, Jack Charleston and Cam Lockwood.
And that's the last round of the VFL this season, but there's still a lot of equations to be played out from this weekend's games for the upcoming final series. How do you guys prepare for finals when you're not sure who and where you play?
It's a bit of a tough one for us, obviously, not knowing who we're going to come up against the first week. There's still probably the three teams we can come up against, Port, Box Hill and the Bulldogs. So I guess by the end of our game we'll know, have a bit more of a clear idea about where we might finish. And Footscray's obviously playing Richmond on the Sunday, so if we know, we can get down there and have a bit of a look at them. But we think we've got a pretty good handle of obviously Port Melbourne and Box Hill as well. So we'll just sort of wait and see how the cards fall this weekend. I guess there's still a chance that we could have a home final if results go our way. Obviously, the worst case result, we get slipped down to fourth as well. So, obviously, our main focus is looking after our own backyard and winning our game of football, and then we'll just sort of see how it all plays out from there. But all our information about our first final will be on our website Monday morning, and obviously through the usual social media channels probably Sunday night. So hopefully we've got both sides on the same day, which would be a great result with the seniors and the development side both playing on the same day. But we'll obviously know a lot more information Sunday night. As I said, there's still a lot of equations to be played out in the top half of the 8 and also the bottom half of the 8, so it's all still up in the air at this stage. But all we can do is sort of look after our own backyard and get the points against Sandringham, and that's going to be our focus going forward.
And being the last home and away game of the year, you'd be hoping for a seagull turnout to cheer the boys on.
Yeah, as I think we've said a few times, our support's been great throughout the year. So obviously even up in Ballarat, we had a lot of extra support up there, which is great for us to see so many people making the trip up to Ballarat. So yeah, it's a great chance. I think it's going to be a nice sunny 20-degree day at down Sandringham, so it'd be a great chance to come down and watch a bit of football. And obviously both sides playing the same day, 11 o'clock and 2 o'clock. So great to see a lot of people out there on Saturday cheering us on.
Well, thanks very much for joining us once again, Chris, and best of luck on the weekend.
Cheers, thanks, Stu.